Hi there, I'm Stephen Marshall. I'm the sponsoring partner for the Deloitte Blockchain Lab, and I'm joined by Alex and Tyler. Gentlemen, why don't we begin at the beginning? Alex, what is the blockchain?
Blockchain has many different versions and many different definitions, but essentially what blockchain is a distributed shared ledger that exists on top of the internet, and that doesn't have any central party or authority which is running or controlling this network. And essentially what blockchain can be used for is to automate a lot of processes.
Who do you think is most at risk of being disrupted by the blockchain?
Well, we see risk in a lot of areas. It's both risk and opportunity. We see in simpler, more transactional services, probably the biggest short-term threat, but in the longer term, we're going to see finance is a good example. Some of the more complex processes, even where there's a sort of bigger regulatory challenge, beginning to move onto the blockchain as well.
Much of the potential disruption in conversation blockchain is focused on financial services, but its applicability is potentially across many industries. Alex, do you have a view?
Absolutely. Having that one trusted ledger, which is distributed and secure in its nature, is super useful within the healthcare sector, because it now gives trust to both the consumer and to organizations that you've got one single source of truth.
So if I were an executive in an organization, I guess there's a wonderful opportunity and a threat posed by the blockchain. How do I get started?
Well, I think you need to start experimenting, you need to start learning what blockchain is, what it offers, and actually you need to start doing something with the blockchain. So you need to start building proof of concepts or prototypes or simple applications.
So we've got an enabling technology platform which I think is developing. Where do you think it's all going to end? If you had your crystal ball, Tyler, where's it going to end?
Well, I think from an organisational perspective, within the business world, it's going to produce an overwhelming effect of increased automation.
I would predict that we'll see globalization of anything really enabled by this technology, and therefore I think regulators will have to work much better together from across various countries, just in order to be able to keep up with some of the services that blockchain will enable.